Yeah, first of all, got to give a lot of credit to University of South Carolina and their football team. Coach Muschamp has a good football team. We think that we outgained them in every category. Unfortunately, the team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Too many penalties, 8 penalties, and 4 turnovers. And 3 of those turnovers been inside the 15-yard line. Anytime that happens in a game, no matter how well you play, I think we almost played 100 snaps of offense. Defensively, we think we bowed our neck for the most part in the game. We only gave up 3 points outside of the first quarter, and our guys played really, really hard. So the things that we can fix are very easily fixed, and they're visible. So our guys have a good understanding of what we can do to get better going into this week. And this week we face another great opponent. Very familiar with this Virginia Tech team coming from the ACC, being able to go up against these guys. Coach Fuente's done a great job with the offense. Has grown the offense as much as I've seen any offense grow in a 3-week period. And then defensively, got nothing but the utmost respect for Bud Foster. I've competed against him as a coordinator on more than one occasion, and he challenges you as well as anybody challenges you from a coordinator standpoint. So we got a big time game coming up. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to get back on the road and get back into good football.
We'll take questions for Coach Montgomery. Please star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you.
We'll go first to Dan Tortora with WakeUpCallDT.com.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. Now, defeating an ACC team in NC State and then playing SEC's South Carolina so close, what does it say about what you're doing, the environment that you have around East Carolina? Because this is obviously a team that you have for the first season as a head coach, but you've already shown that out of conference you play these tough games and you can hang with any team at this point.
We're really not looking for any moral victories. The biggest deal is we had too many mistakes in that game. We know that we got a tough football team. We got a team that's learning every week. We feel like we're getting better. We feel like we did a lot of things better with this team, but I think overall it speaks to the toughness of our football club. I can't say enough about our defensive line, Dimitri McGill, and how hard they played in the physical matchup, back-to-back weeks, as well as the offensive line. But what we're finding out more and more every day of practice and games, we got a tough football club.
And then as far as Zay Jones on offense, 22 catches for 190 yards most recently in this loss to South Carolina. Just what you can say about Zay, what you've seen from him, and just how much of a weapon he brings to this offense.
I mean, he's a big-time weapon, but he's an even better person. When you go on road games, what you want to do is you want to fill the bus with as many people of high character that you can possibly put on a bus. And when you put him on the bus, you know exactly what you're getting. I mean, he is a fantastic player, but a fantastic person, and he is a weapon that we can utilize at all positions. I mean, he can play all 4 of the receiver positions and play them well. He knows the intricate details of each one of those positions. We're very excited to have him on our team. We wish we had him longer, but he'll be playing football for a long time.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
We'll go next to Wendell Barnhouse with today'su.com.
Yeah, Coach, just following up on Zay, the 22 catches, was that just the way things worked out in the offense, or was that something in the game plan that you thought he could, be a maybe bigger factor than usual?
Well, we just thought that, the adjustments that came with the game, if moving him around helped, if just getting him in multiple positions, we felt like we could get him the football. Sometimes when you leave him 3-by-1 backside, they can do things in coverage to kind of help to hurt you. So we put him with a couple of people a few times and then put him on the interior a couple of times, and then, put him in a tight alignment sometimes to help us out. We thought that he could be a big part. You're never going to go into a game thinking a guy could come out with 22 catches. We're proud of him. We're happy to have him, but he's in the right spot at the right time. He can play the slide. He can play outside. He's a major weapon.
This is just kind of a general overview college football question. The last couple of weeks, there have been some players who have dropped the ball before they crossed the goal line. It happened twice Saturday night. Do you address that sort of thing with your players offensively? Hey, if you carry the ball over the goal line and maybe hand it to an official?
Yeah, we talk about handing the ball to the official. We've had some guys, toss it up after a score, and I lose my mind on those type of things. But yeah, we talk about every play should be ended with the ball handed to the official, whether we score touchdowns or not. With the tempo that we have, we should be handing that ball to the official. But that goes directly to you have to discipline yourself as young people, and your coaches can harp on it, and I'm sure a lot of coaches spend a lot of time harping on it. But sometimes it comes down to the individual. The individual has to be accountable and be held accountable, and just learn from your mistakes, and just never. You can't do that. You can't do that twice, but you definitely don't want to do it once either.
Coach, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll go next to Mike Barber with the Richmond Times-Dispatch.
Hey, Coach, I'm curious if you've, in reviewing the previous games in this series, if you picked up a theme on why East Carolina has been, like they say around here, a thorn in the side of the Hokies. Is there anything consistently you see that's allowed that program to give Virginia Tech so much difficulty?
Well, last year there were some elements thrown in it. You throw the elements in it, and you throw a team that played hard, and this has been a big time game, no matter where, no matter how it happens. But I think the biggest deal is this team has consistently had great football players and good football coaches, and it's always going to be a matchup. It's not, I don't know if people say you have to get up, we have to get up to play people, or people have to get up to play us, or if it's this or that, but these kids play with a chip on their shoulder. Virginia Tech has always put a good football team on the field, so the things that happened in the past, we really can't too much concern ourselves with them. We know that we're going against a great football team this time, and we're going to play as hard as we possibly can and try to play inside of the rules and regulations of the game to give us a chance to win this game.
And I'm curious, when you look at Isaiah Ford, just how difficult of a matchup is he individually one-on-one, and then considering some of the other weapons they have, how tough is he to defend?
I mean, Isaiah is really, really tough to defend. You got Bucky on the other side, or Bucky somewhere close to him, where, Bucky's skill set is he's a tight end body with a wide receiver skill set. But Isaiah, the problem with him is he can take a short one and go score with it, but he can also go and get it deep. When you talk about single matchups, he even made plays in double team matchups. That ball at the back end line, going up and getting that ball, and he has complete, right now, Gerard Evans, he trusts Isaiah, and he knows that he's going to go make a play for him. Those two combinations together with Bucky on the other side, and then Evans really trusting him, that means that he is a big time player. We've had a chance to watch him make plays throughout his career, and this year it's no different. I think he's a tremendous receiver.
Great, thank you.
We'll go next to Ronnie Woodward with the Greenville Daily Reflector.
Hey, Scottie, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing, man?
Good. You touched on it earlier with Fuentes and the coaching change, but Virginia Tech for so many years, dating back to when you were playing and coaching at Duke, was about Frank Beamer and Beamer ball and kind of those principles. Are you expecting a whole lot of different philosophy or principles with the new staff, or some of the same old kind of Virginia Tech stuff on Saturday?
No, absolutely not. New staffs mean new philosophies, new thoughts. I don't think you'll see much difference from a standpoint of defensive football, because they played defensive football since I was a baby. Good defensive football since I was a baby, and since 1996, at least when Coach came on, he's been playing tremendous defensive football. Offensively, what they've done is they've grown their offense. They can get into big sets. They can get into spread sets. They have a good understanding of the quarterback run game. I think their RPO game is great. A run-pass option game is great. They also can run speed option with this kid. I mean, I'm impressed with the entirety of what they're doing offensively, defensively, and special teams. They got a good football team. You don't beat an ACC opponent the way that they beat an ACC opponent if you're not great. So there has been some philosophy changes. They put a lot of points on the board right there last game, and then defensively they do what they always do, and they make it hard on teams to move the ball at all.